Hi everyone. Quick little update on my goldfish, his tank, and future plans for everything that I'm doing fish related, right? Take a look at this open, cleared spot in my room. What's gonna go here is a fish tank stand. I picked one out already that'll fit. That is perfect for his aquarium, and it's the right size and shape. Also, it has a few extra or two extra shelves on it where all his supplies can be kept. I'm not getting it quite yet because I don't want to move this aquarium anytime soon. In fact, this aquarium is staying here for as long as possible because my fish, he's comfortable with it now. I believe he's sleeping right now, actually. So anyway, it is late, and he can't be super active all day long. He was more active earlier, and fish get tired too. Anyway, he was moving around a little bit earlier. We had to turn the light on just to see where he was. He gets upset when the light is on, especially later in the day, so I try not to keep it on too much. Actual fact, I usually keep the light off. I do turn it on every now and then, but never for very long because he doesn't like it. It's only turned on, usually it's only turned on when it's necessary, which is usually only when I get like super concerned for whatever reason. Might be a bit of paranoia on my part, but I'll turn the light on just to see where he's hiding, because he does hide sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I love that he's starting to use more of his environment here. He's not just chilling at the bottom anymore like he was before. And he's not, sure, he was playing with the sea anemone in the other tank. He was playing with the bubbles in the tank before that. But now he swims everywhere in his tank. And when I'm here at my computer, which is not going to stay here, I'm going to move it to my other table so it's not around water. But when I'm here, I'll see him swim up to this little corner and watch me as I do stuff on my computer, which I think is really cute. And then after he notices that I know he's watching, and I look over at him, and he realizes I'm looking back, he'll go back to hiding or swimming around somewhere else in the tank. But I see him come over here all the time when I'm sitting here at the computer. And look at this, my screensaver, or not screensaver, but screen. My screen is him, his little depth charge, and his sea anemone that he likes so much. Since getting new tank though, I think he's been more interested in exploring all levels of the tank, swimming up higher, swimming in the middle, swimming in the bottom every now and then. So he hasn't played with the sea anemone too much. I've actually seen him play with it since he got in here. But I have seen him be much more active when he's not, sleeping. I could turn on the light, and then that would scare him. And you'd see that he's moving and alive and healthy. I just don't want to freak him out. He doesn't like that light, and especially when he's resting. Like anybody else, you don't just walk in someone's room and turn their light on when they're sleeping. Anyway, I feel like I might have gone a little bit off the rails there in terms of topic. Because originally I was just going to talk about, okay, there will be a fish tank stand over here. And please forgive the mess over there. I've been doing a lot of cleaning tonight. So there's junk everywhere, on everywhere except this spot. So yeah, like I said, I picked out a fish tank stand. I will be paying for it myself. And probably a few weeks from now, I will have the ability to purchase it. It'll go here. I forget the exact name of the stand, but I can find it later on. But in a few weeks or so from now, I can buy it. It'll go right here. That doesn't mean he's going to move there right away. It's just a stand, and I'm not going to move this tank right away. But I am going to put all his supplies on that stand. I had to dig for it because I lost it, but I found it again. I got a power strip there, so it will be possible to hook that up there. I like where it is right now, so maybe what will end up happening is this tank can stay here permanently, and then this tank over here, because its wires are stretching behind the other tank, and I don't like that, could sit on the stand. Now, the stand I'm getting is made for 10 to 20 gallon tanks. So it can fit, the top level of it can fit at least 20 gallon tank. And anything below that. So this tank is 3.5 gallons here, so it'll sit perfectly fine, even on probably the lower shelves of that one too. But the lower shelves will probably be used for his supplies. And maybe this tank can sit on top of that. I don't know what best to do with the 3.5 gallon tank. My plan for it, well, one of my possible plans, I have a few different things I've been debating about, is to save it for the use of, I guess you could call it either a backup tank, or another term you could maybe use is like a, if by some chance my little fishy gets sick or something, obviously I wouldn't want diseases to get in this tank. I mean, I know he's the only fish in there, so I don't think there's a good chance of that. But you never know, anything can happen, so I'm keeping an eye on him. So maybe this tank could be a quarantine tank, I don't know. He's probably not going to get any tank mates, and if any other fish or aquatic life lives in this tank at any point, it's either going to be after he moves out, say when he moves to a pond or something or whatever. But he's going to live in this tank for a while. It's suitable for him for now. It's very suitable for him. In fact, it's great for him. It's perfect for him. He loves this tank. And I love this tank too. I love it so much. Anyway, point is, this is his home for probably the foreseeable future. And this is a good home for him. It's a good home. I have seen him swim in all areas of this tank. Like, in a good, happy, healthy way. So, yeah, I won't be moving this tank unless I absolutely have to. But I am getting a fish tank stand, which will probably at some point be home to this tank. But probably not until the time comes to, clean out the tank. Which, to me, that would be like, the tank will need cleaned you're supposed to clean your fish tank at, I'm setting up a schedule for myself of when to clean the tank and when to change water and all that good stuff. I'm making a schedule for that, so don't worry about that. So, if it ever comes down to having to empty all the water out of this and making it movable, maybe it'll move over here. Obviously, you can't move a fish tank while there's a fish in it and while there's water in it and while that fish is still comfortable with this tank. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to disturb anything in this tank unless it becomes an absolute necessity. So I will get that fish tank stand, though, because it's really nice. All his supplies can go on it. The 3.5 gallon tank can move away from my desk, away from the desk drawers and stuff, and go right there. The wires to the 3.5 gallon tank, because they're running back behind that, once this tank moves to another stand, which again, the stand is made for tanks even bigger, but once this moves, the wires move with it, and then this tank can eventually, safely, carefully, and securely move a little bit back farther. Maybe. That it might make it difficult to take out the filter or replace filter media. I may have to rethink that. Anyway, but I am planning on the fish tank stand because even though there's cabinets and stuff in there that look like good spots to store all his supplies, they're not. They're full of my junk. And I know that sounds wrong. That's not what I meant. If any immature people were watching this, that is not what I meant. They're full of junk, right? Junk, 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 junk. Because for years I have collected all manner of junk for one reason or another. But now that I am a fish parent, I am fully focused on my fish, his needs, his quality of life, all that good stuff. I'm loving this tank. He's loving this tank. I've probably said that a million times in one video now. I don't know, but I can't stop saying it. So yeah, this tank is more than likely just going to be a backup in case of emergencies. Which, the only emergency I can see happening, well, maybe, is if for whatever reason something crazy happens with this tank. I can't see anything crazy happening to or with this tank. But just in case, this will be here. Again, this tank is so nice. It's high. I personally think this is a quality tank. I believe it's a Top Fin brand tank, which is a PetSmart brand. To me personally, I think this is quality stuff. I like it. I love it. So far, most of the stuff my fish has got has actually been Top Fin brand, but I'm not sponsored or promoted by Top Fin whatsoever. I use other products too. I am not. I want to repeat. I am not a Top Fin guy. The person who sponsored my fish is not Top Fin. I don't know if they even use Top Fin products. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I'm just saying that this is what I was able to get at the time that I got him because it was the most affordable option. But he's not going to live off this Top Fin stuff forever. I think my next fish food for him, not 100% certain what that'll be. He's used to the Top Fin flakes, so he'll get these as his regular meals. But I want to get him a treat. I've heard goldfish like bug bites, which I believe is a type of pellet, and they like something called bloodworms. He's a small fish. I don't know if you have to wait for your fish to get bigger to eat that type of thing, because I've seen what bloodworms look like, and to me they look kind of big for a little fish. I could be wrong, but they look big for a younger fish. They look too big for this young little fish. But bug bites, I'm not sure, or I don't know who makes those. There might be multiple brands. I don't know if bug bites are a Top Fin brand or some other brand. I don't know. Or if it's just a type of food that multiple brands make. I gotta look that up, see what we can get them. So yeah, little fishy treats are coming his way. I've also been considering the possibility of live plants in his aquarium. I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't introduce live plants anytime soon. Maybe if I do, I'm gonna do a lot of research on live plants, like all the options, all plants are available. But I've seen horror stories of people introducing live plants to their tank. I've also seen good stories where live plants provided more, benefits to the tank. But I've seen horror stories of live plants introducing things with them that were not entirely safe for the fish. So I want to minimize my risk of my fish being harmed by, a disease or something that come in on a live plant. That's not to say I won't ever put live plants in the tank. I just don't know yet. If I do get live plants, they're gonna have to come from someone who I can know for a fact will not give me a plant that that's at risk for disease or parasites or pests or anything. So another thing is, because that the group on Facebook, Fish Tank Talk, helped me out so much with learning so much and everything that they helped me, and that their members helped me and helped my fish. I want to say I am planning in the future. It's not going to be near future, I don't think, but in the future, I don't want to say distant future. It could be anywhere between a few months from now to maybe even a year. Not that I want to wait that long, but let's shoot for a month to a year and a half, right? Not a year, sorry. Let's shoot for a month or half a year. You know what I mean? Maybe like by January next month. Can't guarantee this, but I'm planning something special as a sort of thank you or in return for everything the group did for me. Now, I know some people will say, and even the person that sponsored my fish says, I don't need to thank everyone. But me being the kind of person I am, I have to thank everyone. So I'm doing something special. It's going to be like a special event. I don't know how exactly it's going to work, but I know what I want to do. There is a chance it won't happen, because I might not have planned it out properly yet. I don't know. But there's a special little surprise that I'm preparing for the group. And for anyone else that wants to get involved with me, my fish, or their own fish, it's hard to explain what I'm going to do. It's going to be something nice, if it happens. Because I'm more focused on my fish and his needs, it'll take some time to set up that little surprise. So again, it could take till January next year, maybe later. I know we're already only in like the second or third month for this year. So yeah, it could take more. You know what? It might be a Christmas gift. Yeah, that's perfect. A Christmas gift for the group, so to speak. It might be an arts and crafts project, because I do enjoy those. Maybe something just to show my support for the group. So maybe this year, and I know we're only like 2 months in, but maybe this year around Christmas, I can give back to the group in a special way with some arts and crafty stuff, or something people will enjoy that is in relation to fish and fish keeping. If that don't work out, if I'm not able to prepare that, which I believe I am, but if I'm not able to, I might just do a thank you card or something. But right now, just keep in mind that I truly appreciate it, and I'm probably going to say this in like my next 3 or 4 videos, but whatever. I know you get the idea by now, and I know I'm repeating myself, so sorry about that. And again, I know I probably don't even need to say I'm sorry, but I can't help it. Anyway, by the way, my little death charge, I know he's resting right now, but he does thank you, even if fish can't necessarily talk. I truly believe that if he could talk, and if he knew what you did for him, if he saw what everybody said and all the support he's gotten, I do believe he would say thank you. He's a good little boy. Anyway, yeah, I think he has a little bit of room to grow in this tank too. I know, I heard from somebody who showed me some of their fish, literally just today, who has 3 goldfish. And they've actually started to get bigger already. Now, I don't think my little guy's actually grown much since I got him, but then, he has to have big tanks. It's weird, though, because this person has 3 goldfish in a smaller tank than what my guy is living in. And one of them is already growing. Possibly all 3 are, but they said one of them is growing and is bigger. Now, I don't know if that's because he's eating a lot and just getting fat, or if he's just growing. Now, this is not my fish. This is their fish. Someone else's fish. Goldfish. I was in another conversation with a different person who I doesn't want me to name them. This is a whole separate person who was just telling me about their 3 goldfish. I can't tell too much about them. The only thing else I'll tell you is their goldfish are named after SpongeBob characters. That's it. That's the only other thing I'm going to say. Because I'm not going to tell you the names. I'm not going to tell you the name of the person. I don't have the... I can't do that without permission. Anyway. So again, long video. And I think most of my updates on my fish are going to be long. Because I talk a lot. And I'm sorry I talk so much. I can't help it. But just keep in mind, right here, something awesome is going to go right here. A fish tank stand with all the supplies stored on it. And someday, there will be a tank on top of the fish tank stand that is going over there. Now that tank will probably be this tank. I mean, for a while, this tank will sit there. Again, I'm just going in circles now. I'm just repeating myself because I'm so happy and excited. I just want to update you. Fish tank stand will go there. But for now, fish tank will stay here. Thank you for checking this out. Yep. Thank you so much. I should probably go to bed soon. It is late. And I don't want to disturb my fish anymore. Don't want to disturb his sleep. Thank you so much for checking out this video. And again, yeah, my fish and I are happy. I just want you to know that. Alright, I've gone on for longer than I really should have for this little update video, so, yeah. It's so hard for me to stop talking about my fish and the fish tank and the soon-to-be fish tank stand. Alright, I'll update you about everything as it goes. Thank you, and bye.